Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Pajama Prayers. It's so good to have you with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to begin tonight's show with a game of hidden pictures. I love hidden pictures, and I have heard that you enjoy hidden pictures as well. So we're going to get started. Are you ready to have some fun? Here we go.
Can you find what's hidden in this picture? Can you find a bottle? Where is the magnifying glass? What about a mushroom? Can you find a butterfly? Do you see a candle? Can you find a mitten? Do you see a crescent moon? Do you see a ladle? Where is the sock? Where is the star? Where is the mallet? Can you find an adhesive bandage? Do you see a toothbrush? Can you find a tennis racket? Can you find a whistle? Do you see a carrot? What about a ruler? Do you see a teacup? Can you find a banana? What about a ghost? Can you find the comb? Can you see a ring? Can you find the mouse? Now find the cherry. Can you find a boomerang? Can you find a radish? Where is the hot air balloon? What about a baseball? Do you see a cloud? Can you find a scarf? Good job!
How'd you do, boys and girls? Did you find all of them? I didn't find all of them, but I sure had fun trying. We're going to move on to our story tonight. The name of our story is I'm Sorry, and it's a great, great story about forgiveness. You're going to love it. So get comfortable, settle in, and get ready and watch and listen to our story for tonight, I'm Sorry. I'm Sorry by Barry Timms. Every morning, Scribble and Swoop met halfway at the bend in the river. There never were two greater friends in all of Walnut Woods. Scribble always brought his special pencil. It helps me find the right words for my plays, he said. And when each play was written, he called to Swoop, and the show began. Swoop laughed and cried and cheered for more. Swoop also had her own special thing, a box that never left her side. Tucked beneath its lid were tools and screws and scraps of wood. Everything an owl needs to make stuff, she smiled. There was nothing that she could not build. But Scribble and Swoop walked far each day to meet at the bend in the river. Why don't we find a home we can share? Asked Scribble one morning. Well, Swoop knew just the place. There was room for two, with a little left over. The perfect home for two best friends, said Swoop, with a happy hoot. Well, after everything was unpacked, they sat in the shade of their beautiful porch. The breeze whispered, the bees bumbled, and that's when Scribble had a great idea. This is the ideal place to perform my plays, he thought. A theater. But Swoop was lost in her own thoughts. Plenty of daylight and room for my tools. A workshop just for me. You know, even best friends don't always think alike. The very next day, Scribble woke up early and scurried over to the porch. The world's greatest theater, he announced, hoisting up the curtains. He didn't see Swoop shuffle in with her special box of tools. There was a hoot, a rip, and a clatter, bang, crash. Even the bees stopped bumbling. The two friends glared. "Get that stuff off my stage!" shouted Scribble. "Your stage? Since when?" scoffed Swoop. "This porch is mine." "No, mine," Scribble snapped. Then, grumbling and muttering, they both marched off. Swoop had never felt so furious. She gathered Scribble's tattered curtains and fixed them with a big, angry stitch. All done, she huffed and flung them over a branch. Then she called to Scribble. "Do your plays over here," she hissed, "and not on my porch." But Swoop started to feel a little sad. No amount of stitches could fix her friend's hurt feelings. The hours passed, the bees bumbled, and all the while Scribble fumed. "Swoop has never been this rude," he growled. But already he was missing his friend. Scribble picked up his special pencil. Time after time, it had helped him find the perfect words and made problems disappear. But what words could ever make things right between them? And then Scribble found it, the perfect word. "I'll fix this once and for all," he declared. Scribble stomped up to Swoop, took a huge breath and yelled, "Sorry!" But sorry is not a magic word. It only works if you mean it. "You're not sorry at all," replied Swoop. And it was true, he wasn't. The word hadn't worked, and now Scribble was more upset than ever. "This pencil is useless," he cried, and he snapped it in two. All at once, he realized what he had done. Then came a sob that shook him from whiskers to tail. Swoop's heart slumped with sadness. "Scribble, I'm sorry," she whispered. "The porch wasn't mine to take. I ruined your curtains, and I hurt your feelings. But I've been just as mean," wailed Scribble. "I never asked if I could build a theater." Then Swoop took a step toward her friend, and the hug they shared was enough for two and a little left over. "From now on," said Swoop, "let's always make our plans together." So Scribble picked up the tools and screws and every last scrap of wood. And Swoop fixed Scribble's pencil so that the angry snap was just a memory. Scribble and Swoop always remember that I'm sorry only works if you mean it. And as for the porch, they agreed to share it. A place for writing in the morning, and a place for making things in the afternoon. And every evening, when the sun went down, it was a theater for two best friends. The end. Boys and girls, I am so glad our two friends in the story tonight were able to work things out. Forgiveness is such a wonderful thing, isn't it? Have you ever had a friend that you got in a fight with and you said things you didn't mean and it hurt their feelings and you had to say that you were sorry? You know, sorry only counts if you really mean it. Forgiveness is very, very important, boys and girls. Not only is it important for you to forgive when someone does something wrong to you, it's also very important for you to remember to ask forgiveness when you do something wrong to someone else. The Bible is filled with scriptures that talks about forgiveness and saying we're sorry. We're going to look at a scripture tonight. Our scripture verse for tonight comes from the New Testament, the book of Luke, chapter 6, and verse 37. And this is what it says: "Forgive, and you will be forgiven." Let's say that again. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Do you see how important it is, boys and girls, to forgive others? Well, boys and girls, we're all out of time. Turn to someone sitting there with you and say, "You are worth more than you know, capable of more than you think, and loved more than you can imagine." Good night.